At least one-third of employees at state-owned Caribbean Airlines will be temporarily laid off as the airline continues to grapple with reduced demand due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. In a media release on Tuesday, CAL said this is just one temporary measure among others that it will be implementing in mid-October to decrease its operating expenditure. Sunilala has more.
The global airline industry has been severely impacted by COVID-19, with many other airlines being forced to ground most of their fleet. American Airlines has said it will cut close to 20,000 jobs in October, with Delta Airlines issuing a similar notice to its staff recently. Even internationally known Emirates has had to issue over $1.4 billion in refunds, forcing the Dubai government to inject $2 billion to keep the airline afloat. Here at home, Caribbean Airlines is not immune to this global airline crisis, announcing several measures to cut its expenses. The airline is now implementing temporary measures to cut costs and reduce overheads from October 15th. Top of the list is temporary layoffs, which see at least one-third of employees being let go for 3 months, depending on their role and current needs of the business. CAL assures that standard industrial relations criteria were used to select the employees who will be temporarily laid off for 90 days and says the criteria were based on the principle of last in, first out, unless there is reasonable consideration to do so otherwise. In addition to this, employees who will be kept on will experience salary reductions for a period of 8 months, also starting mid-October, for those paid more than $7,500 TT per month, with reductions tiered to be higher for those on higher remuneration. CAL's Chief Executive Officer Gavin Madera admits that diminishing revenue has meant that its costs have outstripped the company's earnings, but assures that the temporary measures will not impact its quality of service. He adds that CAL's current operations, including the domestic air bridge between Trinidad and Tobago, the Kingston and Barbados-based commercial services, its cargo operations, and special government-approved flights to and from TNT will be unaffected. CAL is hoping the temporary measures can help save the airline around US $1.6 million every month. Sonolala, CTT News.